Hey everybody, this is Pastor Michael at Ascension Lutheran Church in Torrance, California. It's time for another midweek boost. Yesterday, Kimberly and I were getting ready for breakfast, and this is the time when we like to do a devotion and pray with one another. And she was showing me the Old Testament reading from the devotion that we like to do from a app called Pray Now. It's the Lutheran 1-year lectionary is what it is, with some added readings attached to it. But the Old Testament lesson was from Exodus chapter 23, and it was God telling the people that as they move into the land which he had prepared for them, into the promised land, that bit by bit he was going to get rid of all of their enemies until they fully occupied the land. And she said, isn't that a lot like what God is doing now, where it says that he will make your enemies a footstool for his feet? And I said, that's exactly right. She had found a type of what exactly is happening now. We talked about it on Sunday. The kingdom of heaven is here right now, but it's not what it will be. It's a messy kingdom for now. There's weeds in the kingdom. The devil makes his home right in our midst, and there's still sin within the kingdom, and there will be until that last day of the resurrection. And on the other side of that, that's life in the world to come, the new heavens and new earth, completely established. But in the meantime, we're in this period that we call the Messianic kingdom, where Jesus rules and reigns, and God has promised that he's going to make every enemy Jesus' footstool. And what she was pointing out, and properly so, is God's wording there that says, little by little. And that's exactly what we see, is that while we're here in this kingdom, a messy kingdom it is, but God rules and reigns through Jesus Christ. And God is continually bringing every enemy under Jesus' feet until finally all will be brought under his feet, even death, which Paul says in 1 Corinthians 15 is the last enemy to be defeated. So Jesus is waiting like we are. And that's what it says in Psalm 110. Sit at my right hand until I make all of your enemies your footstool. And in Hebrews chapter 10, it says he sat down, talking about Jesus. He sat down at the right hand of God. And since that time, he waits until his enemies have been made his footstool. So Jesus is waiting as we are for God to make every enemy his footstool until finally the kingdom can be taken up by Christ and given to God. Yes, right now it's a messy kingdom. Don't let that discourage you. There's going to be hypocrisy in the church. There's going to be hypocrisy in this kingdom. There's going to be sin. There's going to be death. There's going to be tragedy. There's going to be the work of the devil. Is all going to be mixed in with the working of the church, the hidden church underneath, who continues to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ. And as we love people, as we forgive people, as we bring the message of God's love and mercy to the world, we are being used by God to make every enemy his footstool. That's the church militant. That's our job. It's not to crusade through the world and make people do things God's way, but it's rather to carry our crosses, to love people even in the midst of persecution. We are called to be lambs who are slaughtered in the same way that Jesus was. As we love our enemies, pray for those who persecute us, do good to those who may do evil to us. This is how God uses his people to bring about his purposes as he fills us with his Spirit and empowers us to do his will on earth as it is in heaven. Have a great day, everybody.